If you didn't like blue, now we have burgundy. Same model, same year. Again, as I talked about with the blue fan, this was a color that GE offered. The $1.50 upgrade would give you a blue, burgundy, or white fan. So this would be burgundy and gold. 1903 fully fluted stick mount fan, wideband motor tag, 10-wire cage. Another thing I haven't talked about is the cast hub blade. So this, the 03 models had the cast brass hub blade. Much more desirable feature of a earlier GE fan. So, yeah, a beautiful fan, restoration by Carlton Ward, from the collection of Carlton Ward. You know, owned them for a long time, and it's time to clear some shelf space. So, the only thing that we did note on this one, which is a very, very minor issue, is this thumb screw should have been a slotted head screw that recesses in the base so the head can swivel all the way around in any position that you would want it. Again, at the 110 volts, this one is tagged for 100 to 115, so we're running it about in the middle. You're going to get 5 good speed separations on this fan. You know, and G Pancake fan is a fan that I would not hesitate to be a daily use fan. Again, I wouldn't encourage anybody to turn one on and run out of the house for about 3 hours, but you know, don't leave it unattended. But you know, they're good, solid running fans. There's not a lot of mechanics to go wrong on the fan. They all seem to be bulletproof. You know, it's been around since 1903 and it's still running. You know, it's hard to knock any kind of durability about a fan like that. So,
Honey, there's a question.
okay.
And the question is, what voltage do you prefer to run pancakes?
So in this exercise of going through these fans, I'd have to say that early on, and probably for a lot of years, I was just always plug it in and run it. You know, whatever the output voltage is on your house current. I think most people, if I tested here, it can range from 118, 119, 120. It's very odd that we ever go over 120. But I found much better speed separation running it at the tagged or specified voltage. So maybe if I tried to pick somewhere in the middle of it, again, this one was 100 to 115. He's at 110, but I wouldn't be afraid to put him at 100, and he'll run from the lowest to the highest. But pick somewhere in the middle, and I think you'll achieve really good results on a fan that has a good choke coil in it, has a good stator in it, and has a good bearing in it. You know, all that is the perfect recipe for the fan to run at anywhere from the lowest to the highest voltage on the motor tag. Does that answer the question? Mm-hmm. You know, I learned this most recently with a Peerless Colonial fan that we had. At a tagged voltage of, I say 110, and we noted very little to no speed separation between what would be the low and be the high. Dialed it in with the variac at the specified voltage, and the fan has 2 distinct speeds. So, you know, just 10 volts, 5 to 10 volts, you know, was pushing more through that choke coil than it could choke down, and it dialed it in perfectly. So, again, we got this fan on, I've got it on 100 volts right now. And look at this. It'll sit here and run like this all day. Just perfect, quiet, smooth.